welcome back guys to the channel. Bringing you guys another RC No Prep. Today we're out testing and we are going to be trying to see what the changes I did made, if it helped out. I'm going to try to dial the suspension back in and pretty much that. I'm going to see what it does and try to get it to leave. I switched controllers back to the Grappner because I was trying out the Fly Sky. So I'm gonna try this controller out and try to play with the settings to make it leap harder and make sure it doesn't spin about half track because I'm putting a little bit more power in it now. So I'm gonna get the tires put on, put some prep on it, and make a pass. So we're putting prep. Steven, what does it smell like?
¿Qué sé yo? All I can tell, it smells like candy somewhere.
Yeah, it smells good. That track prep. Real good. Track prep, it smells really good. Just so you guys know, I got my cousin Steven helping me as a cameraman and trying to get some help, you know, with the camera because I couldn't record last race because I was too focused on racing. So I want to at least make sure I can show you guys coverage of me making passes and stuff like that and see my procedure. So I'm gonna put the tires on and we're gonna walk up to that line. What's up, Jet? Alright, so that pass was nice and straight. It left a little slow. And then it started to pick up. I see a little sprinkle. Trying to rain a little bit.
Oh man.
Well, it left a little soft and super slow, and then it picked up half track. I'm gonna try to get it to leave a little bit harder. What I'm probably gonna do is just go on the settings of the controller and try to bring it in sooner. So this is how the Grappner works. You guys go to your settings, little gears, go to the second page, and go to speed, and then it says steering, you click throttle, and that's the two settings. The point is kind of like where it punches the controller, and then the high, I guess, from my understanding, is that's where it ramps into that percentage of throttle before it goes to 100. So I'm gonna bring it up a little bit more. I'm gonna try to bring it up to 25 and see if that made a difference. See if it leaves a little harder so I can get more RPM sooner. So we're gonna try that setting. It rained, so sun's coming back out, no more clouds, so we're gonna blow it off. I'm gonna go to the gas station real quick and be back. Hopefully the sun dries this up and we get back to racing. Alright, so it dried up a bit. As you can see, it's still a little wet over here, but we're gonna get to dry it up and we should be getting to going again and testing. There's already guys testing. I'm helping out a buddy of mine to line his car, and then I'm gonna get my car ready to go. We're gonna check the data log before we make a pass. I already got the battery charged and everything. I just gotta get the tires off the warmers, and I'm gonna check the log, see how it did, and see the next pass and log it again. Do like that all day. If enough people are going straight and doing good, we'll probably throw a little $5 cast again, make it interesting, have some fun tonight, you know? Alright, so we got Jet's car tracking straight, all aligned, shocks done. What do you think, Jet? You happy with it?
Yeah, straight. Yeah. That's me, when you see it moving a little bit, that's me playing with the steering.
Yeah, seeing how it'll steer, see if it doesn't react crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Sketchy. thing I also noticed as well. Check this tire, look at the air. Right? And you check this one. It's almost flat. Don't know what happened there. I'm gonna put some air in it again. So that's probably something else that I gotta take into account. Alright, so after applying glue on the side of the tire, I thought that would fix it, and it didn't. And it was still leaking, and then it turns out I found a hole in the actual contact patch. So I put tire glue on the tire and it dried up. I already heated up the tires and it hasn't leaked. So I'm hoping with if I do 2 coats of the prep, it should kind of layer it up and protect that patch. But other than that, I'm gonna have to do some research and see how I can get the patch fixed. Maybe I have to undo the bead and the glue to take off and patch it internally or something. That's the only problem with these air tires. You know, that's the only thing that I can really complain about, is if you get it punctured, you're kind of done for. So unless you have the way to fix it and patch it from the inside or something like that, or a temporary fix like this, they kind of suck, honestly. But they are fast. They do have a lot of grip. So I'm gonna get them all prepped up and I'm gonna make a pass. Alright, so I'm getting two in the lid.
Ay, Dios mío. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I found out. It wasn't that my tire blew out. That's what I thought at first, but it was actually my shock came undone. So I'm gonna pop that back in, and we're gonna try to do the same race again. Once that's gonna stop winging and go solid, then get ready. That was the second Grudge race. He did leave on me pretty hard. He had me about 2 cars, but I had to play catch up. I ended up getting him up top. Not sure how much they said it was by, but they called left lane, so another $1 in my pocket. We'll see if we get another Grudge race with somebody else. We're gonna do another little Grudge race with Danny. This time I'm gonna set him out car length, so we will see how it goes. Alright, so this is gonna be the last pass of the night. Everybody's packing up, so I'm gonna make one more pass. I made one adjustment, basically just making the car pick up a little bit in the front half, because it's picking up good on the top, but I want it to 60 foot pretty good. So I gave it a little more on the leave, and let's see if I can manage to get it to do what I wanted to do. We are back. So if you guys saw in the last pass of the night, I launched the car a little bit harder and it started to cog. You see it stutter a little bit and then it just starts to pick up. So basically, I did some research, talked to a couple guys that are more familiar with the castle setup. So real quick, most of you guys in the comments are gonna ask me why I switched back to a castle setup and instead of running R1. Well, basically, that R1 setup was not mine. It was my buddy Phil's, the one you saw in a couple of videos past this one. He didn't have his car ready in time, so he was getting his car set up, and I was telling him, hey man, let's try out this R1 setup. Let's try to get a tune-up in it, because he is going to be running the same chassis as me. Same setup, exactly how it is. We're going to run basically identical cars. So I told him, let's try to get this car dialed in with my chassis, and from there we can throw it back on your car, and it should work just as the same as mine, with maybe a little bit of adjustments, because not every car is the same. You can have the same setup, same chassis, same tune-up, and every car is going to be different. Somehow, some way, it's going to be different, and that's just the name of the game. But he got his car almost ready, so I took the setup out and I gave it back to him, and I put back my castle setup. So right now the gearing that I'm running is 1896. I was talking to a couple guys and they were saying that right now for the setup that I have is a little bit too tall on the gearing, so I'm over geared a bit. So I'm gonna tone it down a bit. I'm probably gonna go down to a 17 and see if that helped, and if that didn't, I'm gonna gear it down a little bit more. This motor has a lot of kV, so I am going to try to gear it down and compensate for that. A lot of these guys say that with a 2.5 that they were running, they were saying Juan Diaz, a buddy of mine, a local guy, he said that he would, with his 2.5, he was pulling about 95 to 110,000 RPMs. And I'm only pulling about 75. So what I'm going to do is gear it down a bit, and that should do the job. If not, it is what it is. I'm not going to have this set up for too long. I was thinking about maybe sometime this week or next week ordering the R1 setup back again and making the car run how it was running before. Right now I got a 2.0 turn motor from Trinity. I don't have it taped off because of this Grudge racing shit, so don't say that. I just have it taped off because I'm trying to keep rocks and dirt and debris out of there. And this is a Castle Marble Monster 8S ESC, and with a Trinity battery. I know it says SMC, but I wanted to troll a couple of buddies of mine, so I put those stickers on it. But other than that, I am going to just gear it down a bit, and once I gear it down, it should do the trick. I'm hoping, and I'm gonna go try it out. I won't have time due to work. I won't have some time to test. So I think the only testing I'm gonna get is on Thursday night, and Thursday night is gonna be a little pop-up race up again in Coral Springs like last time. So you guys will be expecting another video. And the day after, following, I'm gonna try to get some testing tuned with Philip. He got his car all dialed in, so we're gonna go for his first passes on Friday. Try to get some passes in before the race on Saturday, which is in Fort Myers. It's called, I think, March Madness. March 12th, this upcoming Saturday. We will be testing. It's asphalt. I've raced there before. I know the surface. They did clean it up, so it should be a lot better, because usually that track in the morning it's great, and in the afternoon it just goes away for some reason. It's weird. I guess the track starts to get greasy or something, but there was a lot of oil and grease on that surface. Vernon Dean, he did clean it up, and he did a live video on Facebook, and he degreased and power washed the whole road, and you can see how dirty that road was. So it made sense on why it would the track would go away after the afternoon, once the sun starts baking on it. But we are going to be testing Friday on asphalt for that race. Hopefully everything goes good, and we should see a lot of guys are going out there, so it should be a tough competition. It's not no walk in the park. These are going to be some heavy hitters going out there, so we will give it our best shot. Other than that, I'm going to close this video out. I do want to mention I am going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some Voodoo'S. Jet was gracious enough. He's a buddy of mine. He was the one I was helping align the car in this video. He was willing to give me a pair of green Voodoo'S so we can raffle it to you guys. So shout out to him. Appreciate that. And we'll get more into detail later throughout the next or two videos on how the details go for the giveaway. But the giveaway will be at 500 subscribers. So share this video, guys. Share it to your friends. Subscribe. And if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe, like, and appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna take off here now. Peace.